What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Ebony Cruz from successfulebonycruz.com. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about how to drive traffic to your offer. So, if you're looking to drive traffic to, could be a music single, could be a YouTube video, could be your offer, that course that you just created, or that ebook that you have, whatever it is, you need to get people's eyes on it so that you can start making money, right? Because without traffic, your business is doomed. All right. Now, this video has been requested by Emiko Castillo. Emiko, thank you so much for watching this video. I love to give the grand entrance with the name. And also, thank you for just commenting and requesting this video. So, totally appreciate that. Now, for those of you that are new to this channel is all about teaching you how to take your industry expertise, your passion, that hobby that you have, and turning it into a profitable business, because it is possible. Now, today we're going to focus on Super Affiliate Network. If you are not familiar with Super Affiliate Network, I have a link in the below to help you understand what it is, if it's something you may like. But for me, when I first started business online, I did not have a product nor a service. So Super Affiliate Network was like a business in a box that allowed me to learn how to do business online as I was growing, understanding the concepts. Then I started creating my own content, my own products and services, and you can too. All right, so Emiko, this first portion is definitely for you. And for those of you who kind of want to look in the back office of Super Affiliate Network, this is awesome for you as well. So I'm going to share my screen. And Emiko, you should be familiar with this, as this is the back office of your traffic bootcamp. Now, one thing I want to make sure that you do know, complete phase 1, 2, and 3. Some people try to have short, stop it and skip over things, but that's how you're not successful. So even if you have to go over each phase, more than once, do that. All right. And next, when you have the money to do ads, and you may have it now, but for those that are new, who are balling on a budget, looking to make drive traffic organically, so the tips I'm going to give you today will help you do that. But Emiko, for you, if you are ready, have the bankroll in the bank, secure the bag, you can go here to learn how to do either solo ads, pay-per-view, YouTube ads, or Facebook ads. All right. So today I'm going to show you some organic ways that you can do it. Now, one of your questions that you asked me is, how do you create emails? So one thing that you do have in your back office is you have access to email copy that is already made. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I think I clicked on the wrong one. Let me go back. Sorry. Okay, so you go to my products and you click on traffic training. When you go to traffic training, it gives you training on solo ads mainly. However, if you go all the way down to your bonus, this gives you ad copy, right? And so what that's your email copy. So one, of course, watch the video, but here are 3 different emails that you can use. All right. The subject is already done for you. The body of the email is already created for you. And you just enter your link, your offer, whatever that offer is. You put that link here, tell them to click for instant access right now. Boom, you're good to go. Now, I hope you have an autoresponder set up. If you do not have an email autoresponder set up, in the description, I do have a YouTube video on Aweber for beginners. That is the email marketing autoresponder that I use. So you can check that out. But this is where you will find your email copy in your back office. All right. So next is, how do we drive traffic to that offer? How do I get people's eyes on it for the free? Okay, so first I'm going to stop share. And first we're going to talk about creating a Facebook group and adding value. So when you go on Facebook, and I actually pulled up one group already, but I'm going to share my screen again. But before I do, when you go on Facebook, there are so many groups. There are a plethora of groups, and those groups allow you to add valuable content, share content, create content. So if you create your own group, you can create content that gives information about your offer to now drive people to it. All right. So sharing my screen, I'm going to give you an example of a group here. All right. Screen Two should be shared. Here we go. All right. So here's a group from a young lady that talks about purpose, passion, and profit. Right. So she is a woman entrepreneur and she's created a network for women. All right. Doing pretty well. 925 members. That is awesome. So inside of her group, if you look here, she talks about things that she's doing. So I'll give you a good example. Here, have you seen my latest YouTube video? So this is her promoting her YouTube video to 925 members of her group. 925 members of her group can now see that she has now, although they may not have liked it, I'm willing to bet you that they have went here and clicked on her link, and now boom, they have been redirected to her YouTube. Okay, so that's something that you want to pay attention to. That's something that you want to do. Groups are very easy, inexpensive way for you to get on Facebook and draw traffic to your offer. If you're in the Super Affiliate Network group, you can ask those questions inside of that community, that Facebook community. And if you know inside that group, they also talk to you about different upcoming live or virtual events. Those are things that help you become very successful. I went to several of those events, especially when we were live. I enjoy it, Reno, by the way, because it allows you to really get hands on and ask questions. All right. All right. So, also one thing about a Facebook group before I go to the next one is that your Facebook group allows you to create a culture. It allows you to, attract your tribe, the people that you like. It allows you to attract those folks. Versus, for me and one of my groups, I attract those moms, those professional women that are looking to escape the 9 to 5 and like build a mega business of their own online to where they're receiving residual income, passive income in their sleep based on some content that they had already created. All right. So, next, we're going to go into using the power of authority. So, as you're learning and taking those classes from Super Affiliate Network, you should be creating content. If you have not told your friends and family that you started this new business, this new opportunity, you are missing out big because your friends and your family are going to be your first critics. Are we selling to them? Of course not, but we're comfortable with them. And so when you learn, excuse me, when you learn what an email marketing campaign is, what a funnel is, you create a video, right? You begin to build your authority. And when I say you create a video, I'm going into my next tip, which is being an authority, but creating content and YouTube tutorials. So once again, let me share my screen and I'm going to give you an example of things that you can do. So you should be seeing my YouTube channel here, right? And so when I first started learning about Super Affiliate Network, this is where you saw me originally, right? Because I wanted to give a review on what I learned, how it worked for me, and to tell others that were interested in buying this business in a box, what do you have to do in order to make it work? Right? Some people want to build an online business in 20 minutes, and that's just not going to happen. But also, as I was growing my business, I had people ask me, what are some side ways I can make money as I'm building my business? So, as you can see, I created videos teaching those side businesses that people can do to make money online. I also talked about how ways that you can avoid Facebook jail when Facebook jail was very huge at one point. This is roughly about 2 years ago. How you can avoid it, how to comment as your business page on Facebook. I actually most recently did a video on that, an updated video right here on how, and this was a requested video. How do you do this in 2021? I did this a week ago, right? So you want to create content as you're learning. That is one of the easiest ways. It's fresh in your mind. And it shows that you're really using the product, because the thing about online, people are online acting like they're making massive amounts of money, but they never really show you how they're using the product, right? They never really show you what they're doing and how they're doing it, right? They want you to pay for that. That's what the big gurus, they want you to pay for it. But if you give out information, people are going to just trust, like you, and buy into you because you're giving out information. I'm only sharing with you resources that I use that made me successful. Now you can test them out and say, Ebony, I didn't like that. Or you can say, Eb, okay, this was cool. And then you share about it, right? If you're not ready to do YouTube, totally cool. I'll show you another option. So here, I'm going to share my screen once again. And I know you're probably tired of me sharing my screen, Emiko, and those that are watching. But because I want to make sure you guys know there are numerous ways that you can drive traffic to music, offers, books, etc. All right. So here you should be seeing my website at this point, right? And so, one way that you can drive traffic, another way to your offer, is by that good old thing called a podcast, right? So, this podcast is some of everywhere. Okay. And as I talk about things in this podcast, and this was done last year, this is one of the ones that I've just clicked on that was done last year. I talk about resources, my courses, things that I know to work and that have helped people. And I'm able to say, hey, if this is your first time checking me out, this is your first time listening, go to my YouTube channel, check out my YouTube channel, go learn a little bit more about me, go follow me on Facebook, right? Because I want people to know that I have done this, that I have tried it, right? And you want to do that too, regardless if you're new. And one thing about being a newbie is that it is the best time to really captivate your audience, right? Because you are organic to the game, you're green to the game, you don't know any of the tricks. So everything that you're teaching, it is literally something that you are learning. And I know you're taking notes because you wouldn't be asking me how this works if you weren't taking notes. All right. So create a podcast, document your journey, how you started, why you started, what have you learned so far? What are the solo ads that were too expensive that never worked? Why you decided to do organic traffic? Was it expensive? Those are things that you talk about. And as you go through products that you've tried, you share them. You share and you help someone else behind you come up. Like that is what you do. All right. So next, we talked about the podcast. We talked about doing YouTube tutorial videos, and we also talked about being that power of authority, creating that power of authority. Some ones that I'm not going to show you too much of is creating a blog. If you already have your website together, you know, do a blog, write a blog about what you're doing. For me, I started off blogging because I was afraid to do Facebook lives or Instagram lives and stuff like that. But writing was so extensive that I was like, what in the world is happening? So I started doing video. And I originally started on YouTube. And one of my first videos, I'm going to actually share my screen, is that I did a review on this company called Appen. Okay. And it is shared. I did a review on this company called Appen. We'll go back to my homepage real quick. It should be on the front page. Yep. Sorry about that. All right. So this is one of the first videos I did because I wanted to test it out to see if it worked. But I also wanted to try to get over my fears. This is one of my second videos here. I wanted to get over my fears of doing video and talking to people. And Facebook Live just wasn't it. But if you notice inside of this video here, I'm going to pause. I give you guys of how you can become a secret shopper, but I'm not even an affiliate of this, like not at all. Okay. However, if you want to create a business in a box and drive traffic, this is my access link to Super Affiliate Network. So Emilio, this is what helps you out, right? You see that? And I can definitely go into more detail and share a little bit more with you, but that's how you do it. That's how you get creative without the bag. All right. Because sometimes you got to make the money to make it happen. But one thing with Super Affiliate Network is that you have to be patient, but they give you everything in your back office. Every module, each phase that you go through, it is hand given to you. Now, whether you use money to make it happen faster than being organic, that's totally up to you. But don't feel that you don't have the support. You have the email swipe copy right there. You can switch that sucker up, change some words around in it, and boom, you're good to go. Right. And the other thing about the super affiliate network community is that you can bounce ideas off of each other. Now, if you want to start YouTube, of course, I am in a YouTube community to where we all talk about ideas, we share our videos, we get feedback. And it's similar to helping you build your business in a box, but it's also helping you in this particular case build your YouTube, right? And so, for all information on some of the things that I've talked about in this video, please be sure to check out the description. I know this video was pretty quick, but I didn't want to get into too much detail and you're like, what? But I wanted to share with you some simple free ways that you can drive traffic. Now, as simple as creating a Facebook group, you can also use your business page or even your Facebook personal page. But I don't like to market on my Facebook personal page because that's my fam. Like, I don't want to, that's family, that's friends. I don't want to bog them down with me trying to sell them something. I talk about wins on there. I talk about what I'm doing online and how I am building my online business. And then people ask me questions, and from there we may go into an organic conversation about what I'm doing, and I share my offer. That's another fluid, transparency way of doing things without selling someone. All right. So I hope that worked. I hope the tips that I have given you will help you get going. If you have additional questions, of course, please feel free to ask me in the comments. Tell me if this video did help, if it gave you some tips. If this is your first time visiting this channel, be sure to subscribe. Like, tell me what you want to learn because I am known for definitely testing out the product before I share it. If it doesn't work for me, how do I know if it's going to work for you? Right. So, for all the resources, some of the tips, and if you want to try Super Affiliate Network, you can for $7. Just click the link in the description to get an idea of what it is. If you don't have that product or service yet, but you're looking to build a business online, it is the perfect system that you can use that'll help you learn how to just get started online, period, in general. And as you begin to learn, now that product creation comes, now that service comes, now that content creation comes, now you're able to comfortably start going off on your own because at first it's overwhelming and it's a lot. So, Emiko, try those tips, about 4 of them that I gave you in this video. My favorite one is YouTube right now. In the past, I used to absolutely love writing blogs, but like I said, it became very time consuming. So YouTube and my podcast are my favorite two that I absolutely love to use. Make sure you get that email autoresponder. If you do not have it, check it out. Aweber is a YouTube video that I did. Check it out, how it works, why you need it. The money is in the list. And so that'll help you get going. All right. So again, if this is your first time watching this channel and you happen to love this content, please be sure to subscribe and smash that notification bell. And if you have a video that you want me to do, be sure to let me know in the comments. My last question for you is, what is the most favorite tip that I gave you all today on how to drive traffic to your offer? Did you like the Facebook group? Or what about the YouTube? Maybe the podcast. Who knows? But you tell me in the comments, and that'll help me learn from you and make sure that I'm creating the right content for you. Until next time, cruisers, let's keep guiding this cruise on to success, and I'll see you in the next video.